back to BLM, I have pulled up here their manifesto, and I have their manifesto right here too. And this version, this is all marked. This is the original manifesto. It's I believe it's 5 pages. It was on their website. I captured it prior to them scrubbing it, taking it down. Right. Because the reason why they took it down, because they very quickly realized that they were telling on themselves. Let's see what they're talking about. And that's what I make it a practice. Anytime I see something new, I go to their website to see what their words say about them. Right. Okay? Right. That's going straight to the source, right? So if I'm the individual that goes straight to the website of these organizations when they're formed and they start making these statements, becoming public, to see what they say about them, then I have to be a subject matter expert. As opposed to the guy in the street or the gal in the street that's running their mouth talking about them, and they haven't even bothered to investigate, do their due diligence, to do an exhaustive delving research into what they're really about. So when I'm talking about it, I'm not sitting back talking about because of a conversation I heard in the barbershop or the beauty salon. I'm talking about it because I went straight to the source. If any material that they have that's publicly available, and this is material that they created, I don't want material that somebody else wrote about them. Right. Eventually, I will read that to get their perspective on what they have learned about them. Right. But the first thing I do is I go get their original material and read it for myself and do a little comprehension for myself. That way, I can't lie on them. I don't get them wrong. I get them right. Because it's not secondhand information, it's firsthand information coming straight from them. Black Lives Matter was afraid, just like white liberals, that too many black people was going to find out what was really behind the curtain. Right. Okay? White liberals, white progressives, these Luciferians, the Democrat Party, and it's black Luciferians, black liberals, black progressives, in particular the elite, they don't want us to know what's behind that Democrat curtain. But 99.99% of us are not going to peek behind the curtain. I'm talking about black folk. Because we've been bought and paid for by the Democrat Party. And here's why they really don't want to peek behind the curtain. And I've said this before. Because if you peek behind the curtain and find out that all of this stuff that was out here in front of the curtain right before your eyes was a lie, created to trick you and deceive you, mislead you, and ultimately use you, manipulate you for their purposes, they know you'll have a fit. So, they hide this stuff behind the curtain. But here, let me make this clear. They're so comfortable now, they still hide it. They don't have to, because they're confident that these Negroes aren't even going to stop, press pause, and take time from their lives to investigate and discover if what they've been telling them is valid or not. You understand? Right. And on the Negro side, the reason why they don't want to peer behind the curtain is because, number one, remember these guys, the males, I'm going to talk about the males first. Black males. I didn't say men. I didn't say gentlemen. Black males. First thing you are is you are a male. You got to graduate to that other stuff. Now, they don't want to peek behind the curtain because the first thing these simps are going to find out is that mama was wrong. Okay? Mm-hmm. And they worship mama. I didn't say love mama. We all love mama. They worship mama. They're mama boys. They know if they peek behind that curtain and discover that what's behind that curtain is the absolute opposite of what mama, the lie that mama was telling all along, they'll have an emotional breakdown, okay? Because they worship mama, okay? A lot of these mamas think these dudes, these sons, they act like they're their boyfriends. They don't want to find out that mama and daddy and grandma and grandpa are wrong. They don't want to discover that let's leave mama, dad, grandpa, and grandma, they don't want to discover as males, as individuals, that they've been living according to a lie, okay? Because what happens then is they realize that they've been duped by the very political party and the people that represent that political party that they worship. There's nothing more unsettling to these emotional black Democrat voting men than to find out that mama was wrong and their master Democrat political party was wrong. Lying to them, deceiving them. All these years, several generations, a male can really solidify himself as a man if he can come to terms with the fact that this has all been a lie. Even though it makes him look stupid, even though he may be embarrassed, think of how he would grow to be able to come to terms with the fact, like, man, I've been living a lie. Mama been living a lie. Daddy been living a lie. Grandma and grandpa been living a lie. The whole black community been living a lie. We've been duped. We've been deceived. We've been hoodwinked. Okay? Which they like to use those terms, hoodwinked, but y'all don't even apply that term to who actually hoodwinked you. You know what I'm saying? So you thinking he hoodwinked you when he hoodwinked you. And as I've said many times, but you supposed to be kings and queens and superior. And I've never understood, and it doesn't make sense that kings and queens and so-called superior individuals would be duped by so-called lesser inferior individuals. So that puts that myth to rest. Y'all need to stop claiming that. Okay? Now let me tell you the reaction right now. I'm going to pause in time, so to speak. Right there, and I'm going to start back up with this BLM. To these highly emotional, misled, homicidal, genocidal, maniac, black males, that are hearing me say this, if we had a camera that could peer out into the audience, into the world, and the people that are viewing this, they're losing their minds. Like, I can't believe he's saying that. That's their response. Y'all hear this? This sellout, this Uncle Tom, this coon. That's their reaction. And I'm laughing like, my God, they got them that good to where they'll have that emotional reaction about a lie. They'll kill you over that lie that they've been fed by the American Democrat Party, by the left, the Luciferians, the progressives. They'll kill you over that lie. You know they will. They've done it. As a matter of fact, the retired police captain or lieutenant in St. Louis, they killed him during the George Floyd riots in St. Louis and left him right down the streets. And you can go online and look at the video of him bleeding out. It's a sad sight. Here this poor black man done worked his whole life, retired from the police force in St. Louis with honors. And now he's just living out the rest of his life in retirement. And he was out there during the riots trying to protect a store from the looters and the rioters, and they shot him. And they arrested 2 black guys that shot him in cold blood. And then when another black gentleman, young guy, walked up and was appealing to the crowd, to the riotous BLM people, all these Negroes that witnessed this and participated in this and were looting and were stepping over his body to get inside and steal stuff from the store while he bled out. There's a young gentleman, that was heartbroken by this. And he was appealing to the rest of the crowd. They got the video saying, why y'all do this to this man? It's one of the saddest things to see. And you can see, I believe his last name is Dorn, Captain or Lieutenant Dorn, and he's holding his cell phone in his hand, clutching it. While blood, man, like in the movies, is just pouring out of him onto the pavement, thick, dark, red blood. And then you see him slowly let go of the cell phone as the life is leaving out of it. That BLM took.
OG, 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 come on, stay with me, OG. OG, stay with me. Stay with me, OG. Stay with me, OG. Come on, OG. Come on, OG. Come on, OG, stay with me. Come on, OG. Come on, OG. Come on, OG, stay with me. Come on, OG. Come on, OG. Come on, OG. Come on, OG. Damn, man, over some TVs, cuz. Over some TVs, man. For real. It's somebody granddaddy, cuz. What y'all trying to do? Talking about y'all kill this man over some TVs, cuz. Over some TVs, cuz. You hear me? That shit we could get, cuz. Over some TVs, cuz. Stop playing, man. OG, come on, OG. Come on, OG. Come on, this somebody granddaddy, cuz. Over some TVs. Call them, cuz. Over some TVs, cuz. Come on, cuz.